Gerard Butler, the man whose voice once thundered "This is Sparta," is more than just the warrior king of cinema. Behind the roar that echoed across movie screens is a soul that has weathered storms far fiercer than any battle. From the rain-soaked streets of Paisley, Scotland, to the dazzling lights of Hollywood, Butler's story is not one of luck or privilege, it's one of grit, loss, and an unshakable will to rise. Born Gerard James Butler on November 13, 1969, he was the youngest of 3 children to Edward and Margaret Butler. When the family moved to Montreal, Canada, dreams quickly unraveled. His parents separated when he was still a baby, and his mother returned to Scotland to raise her children alone. She worked tirelessly, holding their small family together with little more than love and determination. For 14 years, Gerard heard nothing from his father, no letters, no calls, only silence. That silence became his first teacher, shaping the hunger that would one day drive him to prove his worth to the world. When his father finally returned, Gerard was 16. Their reunion brought tears, laughter, and then heartbreak again when cancer took his father's life only a few years later. The pain of loss taught him endurance, empathy, and the strength that would later define his journey. After graduating with a law degree, Gerard seemed destined for a stable career, but fate had other plans. One reckless night of drinking at the Edinburgh Festival cost him his job just a week. Before qualifying as a lawyer, broke and directionless, he left for London, carrying only a suitcase and a dream he hadn't yet named. London was cold, unkind, and unforgiving. Gerard slept on friends' couches, walked through the night to stay warm, and worked odd jobs to survive. But destiny found him again through a friend from the Scottish Youth Theatre, who offered him work as a casting assistant. It was there that he rediscovered his passion. When director Steven Berkoff gave him a chance to read for Coriolanus, Gerard poured his entire soul into that audition. He was cast instantly and his life changed forever. Small roles followed in Mrs. Brown and Tomorrow Never Dies, and though brief, they opened the door to something greater. Then came The Phantom of the Opera, where Butler bared his vulnerability, singing until his throat bled to prove his worth. The film earned 3 Oscar nominations, marking his arrival. But it was 300 in 2007 that immortalized him as King Leonidas. The film's $456 million success came at a heavy price. The brutal training left him with torn tendons and permanent nerve damage, yet he refused to quit. Pain had never stopped him, it had always forged him. From the epic battles of 300 to the tenderness of P.S. I Love You, the intensity of Law-Abiding Citizen, and the thrill of the As Fallen trilogy, Butler proved his range. Behind the fame, he battled addiction, nearly losing himself after a near-drowning accident while filming Chasing Mavericks. In 2012, he entered the Betty Ford Clinic, emerging sober and stronger, realizing that true survival wasn't about power, it was about surrender. Life continued to test him. The Woolsey fire in Malibu in 2018 destroyed his home and memories, including mementos of his late mother. Yet he stood amid the ashes with quiet grace, helping others rebuild before himself. Then, in February 2025, the greatest loss of all struck his beloved mother, Margaret Butler, passed away. The woman who had given him everything was gone, but her strength still guided him. Every act of kindness, every moment of humility, carried her spirit forward. Today, Gerard Butler stands not as the roaring king of Sparta, but as a man rebuilt by life's fires. With a career spanning decades and global earnings surpassing $3 billion, he no longer chases fame. He gives back through charities like Mary's Meals, feeding millions of children worldwide. The boy who once had nothing now shares everything. For him, success is no longer measured in wealth or applause, it's found in kindness, peace, and the courage to rise again.